Welcome back, friends, to a new Magic Arena video, and what we're going to do today is play some quick play with this budget mono red deck that I brewed up. And the unique thing about this deck is that there are 0 rares in the entirety of the list. That's right, I'm not playing the Bulmat Couriers they give to you for free. There's no Mythics. I'm not playing Heart of Kiran because they give that for free. No Walking Ballistas or any of that other good stuff. Literally commons and uncommons. If you're wondering about the entirety of the list, then check the description below. There'll be a deck list link to Aether Hub, as well as a typed up list so that you can highlight it, copy it, and directly import it into Magic Arena. So right off the bat, is the deck rotation proof? The answer to that question is no, because it's playing Ahn-Crop Crasher and built to smash. Aside from all that, the rest of the cards are very rotation proof. I mean, look, you've got Rivals of Ixalan, Dominaria, and that's pretty much about it, and then some M19. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into some games, because I really don't want to bore everybody with all the details, because really it's just a modified red deck wins without... Anyways, I'm not going to get into it. But before we get into this gameplay, though, right? I'd like to thank you for spending some of your quality time to come hang out with me today. And let's just go ahead and see if we can get a W. Because if we can't, I don't know what I'm going to do, right? We might just completely get outclassed really rapidly. And that's a possibility. I have minor tweaks to the deck here and there. You know, I've play tested it basically to make sure I'm selling a good product, or I'm showing a good product. And literally everybody I've versed up against is playing some form of like tier 1 net deck, like whether it's Dimir control or whatever. We need to draw into a couple of lands, but this is a really good hand. We're gonna mulligan it. We're looking for some very specific cards, like this into this is really nice. We'll keep this. And yeah, we'll keep a land on top, right? Because we have a Skizzik in our hand. Skizzik! I'm surprised this doesn't see play in red deck wins. I mean, look, it's a... Literally, it's a 5/3 throw at your face. It's like a SMOrc card, right? Go, SMOrc. All right, got a Fanatical Firebrand, attack. We're gonna play Rigging Runner, pretty much on our next turn. Rigging Runner, and we're gonna leave up. None of these are, unfortunately, none of these are wizards, so we can't really just put it into play like that. Let's go combat, attack, bloop, damage. And then we're just going to play Rigging Runner. It's going to come into play as a 2/2, unless my opponent has like an Essence Scatter, which they just might. I mean, who knows? But this is pretty good here. We're going to pass priority all the way through. My opponent's looking Blink of an Eye. Sure, that's in my opinion, kind of a poor poor use of that card. At least in my opinion. And here we go. We've got the rare dual land. It's starting, ladies and gentlemen. It's starting. Go combat, attack. Bloop. Damage. Now we're going to want our Rigging Runner to get counterspelled if my opponent has it, because the Viashino Pyromancer is going to do 2 damage to the face regardless. I mean, like I said, I might just get counterspelled, or maybe my opponent has like a Golden Demise that they're kind of just sandbagging a smidge. But a murder, that's fine. You can kill that. That's fine. It's not a big difference in damage. My opponent is on a kill everything, bounce everything plan so far. So we'll see how this turns out. We've got, if we drop a land into a Skizzik, it's really good. But we've got this Ravenous Chupacabra taken care of. We really do. Let's go ahead and we're gonna Wizard's Lightning here. I think we're supposed to, right? So we can just push some damage through. That's fine. Yep, we'll take one more. There you go, sir. Again, my opponent's on a kill everything plan. It seems like that's the current meta people want to play because they don't want to lose to, like, basically a deck like this. They play essentially kill spell, kill spell, kill spell, kill spell, kill spell. And I don't know, it's not really frustrating to me, but it's more like, what are you doing? You're not playing to the board. You're just trying to make sure you don't lose to the board, right? And most of the time, those decks are very unsuccessful. In this case, my opponent's playing a variety of removal spells, bounce spells, draw spells, and rare dual lands, right? But you might just lose here. So I'm actually going to throw a Skizzik at my opponent's face here. Right, we're going to sack it at the end of turn. Hopefully we get a land so we can play it again. But this drops my opponent to 8, which is really valuable, to be honest with you. So if they go another, what is it? Like another Chupacabra, I'm not really worried about it. It does suck, but it happens. But if we get another land, a Skizzik's pretty good. Hostage Taker? Sure. Plays my spell? If their whole plan was to play it anyways, why did they not do it before combat? Like, that's a total misplay on my opponent's end. It really is. Cool beans, and we got there. So we're gonna go Skizzik with kicker. And we're gonna swing for 5. If my opponent chooses not to block this, we've got a lightning strike just to kill them. My guess is that my opponent 100% double blocks this just to get it off the table. And if that's the case, not the end of the world. Yep, double block. You're still going to take 1 point of damage. Yeah. We're going to damage the hostage taker first. Go to 7. That's fine. We've got 4 Flame of Keld, so we can definitely still pull ahead in this matter. So again, like I said, my opponent's on a kill everything plan, like heavy, really heavy removal. And this deck would lose miserably against control. If I was playing like a control deck, they would just lose. Like, there would be literally nothing that they could do about it. We're not going to play anything. We're going to lightning strike them at the end of their turn, though, is what we're going to do. I don't think we need to really answer the board unless it's a large threat. A Sift? You know, I'm going to throw a lightning strike now in the event that my opponent's playing counter magic. I want to make sure that they just can't necessarily get it out and be done. Come on, buddy. Ooh, and a disallow? Do you see this? My opponent's playing all sorts of just counter magic. My turn. Ooh, and we have lethal. So we're going to go like this. Fanatical Firebrand. Does it resolve? Do they have an Essence Scatter? Probably does. I wouldn't surprise me. Tons of counter magic, all that good stuff. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll just go ahead and pass the turn. So my opponent probably will not tap out unless they've got counter magic backup, right? Maybe it was smart to fire off a lightning strike there, but we'll see. We'll see if this resolves. Maybe they counterspell this as well. Negate. Who plays Essence Scatter, Negate? Do you see what I'm talking about? Like, my opponent's literally like afraid of just dying and they're not really doing anything. They're giving me all the time in the world to top deck like a champion, you know what I mean? I'm sandbagging this lightning strike because, you know, like I said, a Fanatical Firebrand wins me the match. If they play something dumb like the, oh, what is it? Like the Twilight Prophet, it's pretty dumb as well. We're gonna, yeah, we'll fire it off now, sure. Watch my opponent have the second negate or a disallow. I'm like, what are you even playing, buddy? Like, that's unbelievable amounts of counter magic. It really is. Like, that's 2 disallows. I don't even know where to go. We're gonna fire this off now, though. Yep. Put my opponent to 2. So my guess is my opponent's gonna. I got 5 turns to find something, basically, right? My opponent might just be sitting on counterspell, counterspell, counterspell. Because look, there's 2 disallows. Essence. Oh, here we go. Flame of Keld's pretty nice. Does it resolve? Disallow again or negate again? Watch it be syncopate this time. Like, my opponent's literally just trying to kill everything and counterspell everything. And then stick like 1 threat. That's pretty much the meta here in Arena. And these guys, I mean, look, it might work sometimes, but realistically, I don't know. My opponent's probably thinking, I've got 1 counterspell left, and they're resolving a Flame of Keld. If I counterspell that, do I just die next turn? I'm like, it's smart to counterspell this. It really is, because I get to draw 3 cards next turn. I get 3 looks at a win, basically. So we'll see. My opponent's playing at a Grand Prix finals, you know. And so if my opponent, that's 3 disallows. Do you see what I'm talking about? 3 disallows, the negates, all that stuff. Like, I really don't know. Like, I honestly couldn't tell you what to do here. I really couldn't. But my opponent might just, might be sitting on a bunch of, like, murders and stuff. Yeah, and they tapped out. So if I literally draw, if I draw any burn off the top, like this Ahn-Crop Crasher, that's, I think this is good game. I think that's good game. Boom, got him. Literally, look at all these rares my opponent's playing with and all that stuff, and we just kind of dumpstered him. I hate to say it like that, but counter magic saved him quite a lot. We would have won a lot of turns ago. Whole smorgasbord turns ago, we would have won. But, you know, what are you going to do, right? People play what they play, and that's pretty much about it. And my opponent playing at the Grand Prix finals didn't help the timeout on the match. Let me make sure I'm... This game's for real. It's for realios. It's like Cheerios, but more serious. Yo. Right? We're actually going to go Lavarunner this turn. And then swing for 2 next turn. I know the math doesn't change out with the Fanatical Firebrand, but I want to see what I'm going up against. So like Fungal Infection is a complete blowout for me, because if I attack with it, they can make a 1/1 and give me a -1. So that's really bad for me. Play Flame of Keld, call it a day, right? We're looking to draw another mountain, Ahn-Crop Crasher into Skizzik into Flame of Keld. Really good draw. Well, I shouldn't say really good draw. It's about an average draw. We play 4 copies of each of these cards. So my opponent, hello. How are you doing? Hello. Your go. If you can't handle having an item like this, then you should probably use it immediately. Especially if you know what I'm playing, right? I'm not trying to stay here all day long and play. Like, it's nice to play, but I'm just not trying to really do all that much. I'm really not. Like, all I'm gonna say. Ooh, we got there. Outstanding. On-crop, we're gonna exert on-crop. Don't block. Take 5. Go to 13. And then we're going to go Skizzik next turn. Woohoo. If we draw land, we're still going to go Skizzik. Like, what a pro. What a pro. Outstanding. We're still going to go Skizzik. Like, I'm not going to delay the damage, because the longer time we give our opponent to come up with an answer, the worse off we are. My opponent might just take 5 to the face. And if they do take a full 5, that puts them to 7. It's really bad. That's fine. Go ahead and block the Ghitu. I would have blocked the Fanatical Firebrand, because this has actually got reach. So by not holding on to the Skizzik, right, we are for sure ensuring that even if we do draw another Skizzik, we can go land, Skizzik, Flame of Keld, swing. Like, that's what we're looking to do there, right? Maybe my opponent goes like Shalai here. I don't know. Like, what a pro. What a champion, right? Cast down on the Minotaur. Birdurus Gearhulk? I don't know. Karn? We're going against Mythics now? Okay, let's go.
I will fight for my friends.
You will fight for your friends. You will fight for this booger on my finger. I mean, yeah, I guess I'll just give you a land. I mean, I don't really know what the consequence of giving him a triumph is, other than the lifelink portion of that ability. Ooh, this is even perfect right here, right? So we're gonna go... I think we Wizards Lightning the Servant, right? But no. We Wizards Lightning the face. We do it to the face, right? Because we're gonna go Flame of Keld here, and we're just gonna pass. We're just gonna pass, right? And the reason we're doing to the face is so we can swing 1, and then we have 3 looks this one turn to kill my opponent. Also, the clause on Flame of Keld is, if a red source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals that much damage +2, which is really good. And they must really want this card. I don't know why they really want it, because my Flame of Keld is going to go off before this Triumph of Gerard. Unless they've got something like a, you know, put a counter on a Saga or something like that, right? Sure, you can have a 3/3. Swing with the 3/3 seems really good. Put some lifelink on it would be even worse. Okay, resolve. I mean, they're not targeting this. They're targeting this, right? So That's fine. Burn off the top? No, not a Fanatical gets it done, though. Bloop, bloop. So they're basically dead to one of very many cards in the deck. A lot of cards. They're literally trying to just get to the, oh, whatchamacallit, the lifelink portion of that. And they're dead literally next turn. Like, I can just sack these. I'm gonna have to attack. You can have a cast out. Walking Ballista is a little backbreaking for me. Watch them use the cast out this time. Make a smart play, right? Go cast out here. Makes it really nice. Yep. Sure. My opponent is playing impeccably. Just pretty much anything off the top other than like a Ghitu or a land or a rigging runner gets the job done. Oh, we just had to draw a land, didn't we? We're actually gonna pass because we can block and sack in response. Oh wait, is it flying? No! We were almost there. All right, well, hopefully you guys liked the video. It's kind of bummer. I'm a little salty about that last part. I really am, but what are you gonna do? I'm going up against a bunch of rares and mythics and all that good stuff. Get into a pack open. Let's try to end this on a high note, right? Oh, or not. We'll just get a playset of a card we've already got. And so don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, they are doing a server wipe. I believe it's on the 27th-ish, somewhere in that ballpark range. And yes, they are going to refund every bit of money you put, but they're going to make it in gems, right? So if you bought a starter pack, right? Let me go to the store really quick to show you what I'm talking about. So purchase gems. You know, I've done a few of these hundreds, right? They're going to give me all those gems back. There's also a starter pack here, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it in the packs? I can't remember. It's one of these things. But anyways, if it was me and I was you, I would literally probably only invest in Dominaria, or my bad, M19, Dominaria, and the new set. Yes, there are some very nice cards in the other sets, and I will make a video about those. You know, be on the lookout for those. In fact, that's probably going to be tomorrow's video, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. But y'all know what I'm talking about though, right? Love, peace, and chicken grease. Be safe. Thanks for stopping by. Voice of an angel. And yeah, stay classy.